Hey everybody! This week we're going to listen to one of Jesus' parables and then make a craft that really relates to this story. So go ahead and listen to the story. In Bible times, bridesmaids would wait for the groom to bring his bride back to his father's house. The exact time when this happened was not known and might have taken place at night. For this reason, the bridesmaids carried oil lamps. Jesus told the story about 10 bridesmaids who were waiting for the groom to arrive. They all had brought oil lamps as it was evening. 5 of the bridesmaids had brought extra oil for their lamps in case the bridegroom took a long time to arrive. 5 had not brought extra oil. It became night, and as the bridegroom had not arrived, all 10 of the bridesmaids fell asleep. The oil in their lamps was getting lower and lower. Suddenly at midnight, there was a loud shout, "Here is the bridegroom! Come out and meet him!" 5 of the bridesmaids looked at their lamps. The lamps had gone out, and they had no more oil. "Give us some of your oil," they pleaded to the 5 wise bridesmaids who had brought extra oil. "No," the 5 wise bridesmaids replied. "There may not be enough for both of us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." But while they were on their way to buy the oil, the bridegroom arrived. The 5 wise bridesmaids lit their lamps with the extra oil they had brought and followed the bride and groom to arrive at the wedding celebrations. The door was shut behind them. When the 5 foolish bridesmaids arrived, they found the door closed. They pleaded, "Lord, Lord, open the door for us." "Truly, I tell you, I don't know you," came the reply, and they were not allowed in. Jesus told this parable to remind us to be wise and be ready for when he returns. So this parable is about us being prepared for when Jesus comes back. Some of the bridesmaids were prepared for the bridegroom to come, and some of them were not. And the ones that weren't ready had to go and get ready, and they missed the whole party, right? They missed the whole wedding celebration because they didn't have the oil that they needed. So the way we can be prepared for Jesus is by worshiping and reading the Bible and praying, and also living our lives as good Christians by helping others, giving to the needy, following the 10 Commandments. All of those things help us to be prepared for God and Jesus when they come, or when we go to see them eventually. So it's a good idea to always be prepared in your life anyway, right? You never know when things are happening. Something crazy could happen tomorrow, and you probably won't be prepared for it. So that's another thing. We don't know when God's coming, when Jesus is coming back. We just don't know that. So that's why we always need to be prepared, because we just don't know. So we need to be living our lives as good Christians and worshiping and helping other people and living by the 10 Commandments. So we're going to make an oil lamp to help us remember this story. For this craft, you're going to need some brown paper, some yellow, red paper, a glue stick, scissors, and a marker. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my brown paper in half, hot dog style, and then I'm going to cut along my crease. Then I'm going to take my glue stick and I'm going to put glue on one end of my paper. And then I'm going to make a ring out of it and glue those together. You might have to press pretty hard to get this to stick. So then I have a column like this. Then I take my other part of my paper and I'm going to make a triangle on the end of it. And then I'm going to cut my triangle out. And then I'm going to attach it. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. And then I'm going to put some glue at the bottom. And then I'm going to attach it to my oil lamp. And I'm going to pucker it out a little bit so it hangs out like this. And then you can glue the center together as well. So this is the spout of our ancient looking oil lamp. So it should look like this when you've attached it. There we go. Then I'm going to take my yellow paper and I'm going to draw a little flame. Then I'm going to go ahead and cut my little flame out. I'm using leftover leaves from the bulletin board downstairs in the church, in case you're curious. I cut out a few too many. And then I'm going to have a smaller red one. I'm going to cut that out too. And then I'm going to glue it down into my little flame that I have already. So there's my flame. So the way this oil lamp would have worked, you would have poured oil in here and you would have lit it on fire, and then it would have burned like this at the top if this was not made of paper. Obviously all this paper would catch on fire, right guys? So here is my oil lamp with my flame coming off of it. So I hope you had fun making your craft this week. I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you on Sunday. Bye!